Let's talk about ways to raise your testosterone levels naturally. If you've had a low testosterone level measured, which in my view is below 700, ideal is 700, 750 and higher, up to about 1,000 or 1,100. Now, especially if your levels are really low, like 300 or 400, those are associated with depression, weakness, low motivation, as well as low libido. So let's talk about natural ways you can recover a normal, healthy, vigorous testosterone level, and thereby gain muscle and strength and optimism and improve your mood as well as improve your libido. Diet is crucial. The best diets are those that allow you to lose visceral fat. That's the fat that's deep inside your abdomen that encircles the intestines, liver, kidneys, and other abdominal organs, but expressed on the surface as love handles or muffin top. If you've got that, you know you've got visceral fat. And visceral fat is very odd. It expresses an enzyme called aromatase that converts your testosterone to estrogen. And so a guy who's got visceral fat in his tummy will have low testosterone, high estrogen. And that comes with depression, moodiness, and red face, and other health problems. So the best diet is the diet that allows you to lose visceral fat. What kind of diet is that? Well, a diet that is absent all grains, all wheat and grains, and sugars. And visceral fat shrinks rapidly. Now, my Wheat Belly and Undoctored programs do exactly that. So consider taking a look at those in my Wheat Belly books, Wheat Belly blog, Wheat Belly Facebook page, Undoctored books, Undoctored blogs. It details a full approach to losing visceral fat. That's what a lot of these programs are about. But losing visceral fat by some kind of carbohydrate limitation, preferably no grains, no sugars, allows visceral fat to recede and shrink, and aromatase activity goes down, testosterone level goes up, estrogen comes down, so you regain normal hormonal status. One thing you should never do, if one of your goals is to increase your testosterone, is cut your fat. Follow a low-fat diet. Do not follow a low-fat diet. For one, low-fat diets do not protect you from heart disease. That is quite clear. They, in fact, cause numerous metabolic distortions that increase risk for heart disease, increase your potential for conditions like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and dementia. So do not cut your fat. Eat healthy fats, eat eggs, eat the fat on your steak, eat the fat on your pork, provided you are grain-free and sugar-free and losing visceral fat. Vitamin D. Vitamin D's effect on raising testosterone is quite variable. It's anywhere from a little bit to a lot, but vitamin D is good for you anyway. So what I do with vitamin D is we take oil-based gel caps at a dose sufficient to raise your 25-hydroxy vitamin D blood level to 60 to 70 nanograms per milliliter. You can try to combine this with sun exposure of the skin. If you're younger, over age 40 though, you lose much of the capacity to activate vitamin D in the skin and you're more reliant on your supplements. So vitamin D gel caps only, not tablets, gel caps only. Typical dose is 6,000 units per day for a guy. The dose typically required to achieve a 25-hydroxy vitamin D blood level of 60 to 70. I've seen guys go from 350 to 900 doing this, but more commonly something like 400 goes to maybe 550, a more modest effect, but it can be highly variable. But it's worth doing because vitamin D is so valuable for so many aspects of health anyway. Strength training. Growing muscle helps raise testosterone. The effect is modest, but I'm going to show you later on how you can really boost muscle and strength and thereby get an even larger uptick in testosterone levels. But strength training in some form is very, very helpful. I like to use strength training in a circuit mode. That is going from machine to machine to machine, if you use machines, and go without any rest and do high repetitions. But the high repetition, rapid, no rest between sets in a circuit mode is a really good way to raise testosterone. Don't overdo alcohol. I hate to say that, but overdoing alcohol can reduce your testosterone also, so just be aware of that. Lastly, the real kicker is make my Lactobacillus rhodori yogurt. It's wacky. You got to make the yogurt. What this yogurt does, we use a very specific fermentation process, an extended period of fermentation, and we ferment in the presence of prebiotic fibers. And we do all that to get super duper high bacterial counts of two very specific strains of Lactobacillus rhodori. Not just any Lactobacillus rhodori, these two very specific strains. And you'll find the recipe, by the way, in my Wheat Belly blog. Google Wheat Belly reuteri, R-E-U-T-E-R-I, and you'll find the post that contains the recipe on how to make it. You make this yogurt, you consume half a cup a day, and it boosts your oxytocin level. Pituitary's release of oxytocin. Oxytocin, in turn, provokes release of testosterone. In experimental models, testosterone goes through the roof. We've not yet performed the clinical trial in humans, but we know anecdotally testosterone goes up. I've even had to take men either off their testosterone injections or their topical testosterone, or reduce the dose substantially. So there's a big boost in testosterone when you consume the Lactobacillus reuteri yogurt, half a cup a day. Even better, because strength goes up so dramatically with this yogurt via oxytocin once again. Strength goes up, muscle mass goes up. If you strength train, you can gain 10 pounds or more of muscle in a short period of time. That further adds to your increase in testosterone. So there you go. Address diet to lose visceral fat. Address vitamin D. Don't overdo the alcohol. Strength train, and even better, consume the Lactobacillus reuteri yogurt to boost oxytocin, which in turn boosts testosterone and grows muscle. And it would be unusual for you not to have a dramatic rise in testosterone. If you like these sorts of unconventional ideas that don't require your doctor, that you can do on your own, subscribe to my YouTube channel, visit my Wheat Belly blog, my Wheat Belly Facebook page, my Undoctored blog, my Undoctored Facebook page, and of course the Wheat Belly books and Undoctored books.